Hello, this is Jolie Daugherty, and welcome to my Women of Virtue page. This is where I'm going to present some of the ideas that I do in my workbook, the 33 weeks of purity, sorry about that, and the Women of Virtue classes that I hold throughout churches. I offer this class to help women of all different walks of life, ages, and situations to understand what God's standard is about being pure, about having good self esteem, and what that really looks like. Ladies, let's be honest. Let's take the makeup off, put our hair down, have our coffee together. What I want to understand is that there are so many great books out there that talk about being a godly woman, what that looks like, uh, what we should do about that. But not a lot is about the process of becoming that virtuous woman. And so I've offered this class as initially to talk about issues that happen with purity. Now, one thing I want to clarify is purity is not a single woman thing. Purity is something that affects women whether they're married, engaged, happily married, unhappily married, single, they're teenagers, they're elderly. It's something that we have to work through and really build a good struggle and defense against impure thoughts and the stimulus that comes from the world. However, purity is also about how we make decisions, how we choose to do things. It's not just abstinence, saying I'm not going to and going to hold this firm resolve. It is about understanding who God is and how He sees us. The purpose of this 33 weeks of purity is to take 1 week for every year that Jesus was alive and spend it refocused and dedicated to becoming that woman that He sees in us, that others should see in us, and that we want to see ourselves as. I do offer this as a group, and this is really meant to be a group thing, the Women of Virtue. There is a book that I have written. It's a workbook that has all sorts of different ideas and discussions about what it means to be a woman of virtue. It is biblically based. I also am a therapist, and there are a lot of therapeutic ideals and education that is put throughout this book as well. If you would like me to come and lead a group, I'm more than happy to do so. I do charge $25 for the workbook. It's something that you can write in, you can understand, and keep journaling your progress through this. Again, this is about building self-esteem, about understanding what virtue is, not just abstinence, not just purity, what it means to be a virtuous woman, one that can be respected, one that gets that Proverbs 31 description said about her. And this is something that I encourage women of all ages to try. So this on this channel, The Women of Virtue, I will be sharing a little something from my book that's kind of an addition to the courses. But again, please call the number at the bottom of the screen to invite me to come out and speak with your group. It can be your church group, it can be just an individual, but I just wanted to get the word out that God does have a vision for us to see ourselves in very positive ways. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.